Happy Sunday, everybody. This is the watch list for the week of July 13. A pretty short list, at least from what I was able to find for decent swings. Looking at Palantir to head down, take some of these lows out. Keep in mind, we do have CPI data, which I'll bring up a little towards the end. But just some ideas here. So looking to go short below this level. So as soon as this breaks, pretty much going to go into shorts. Let's bring up this fib real quick. So once this low breaks right here, really going to be looking for these previous candle lows to be taken out. You can also use these fib levels as additional targets if you choose to. I'll probably skip this one because it's right there to the entry. Probably looking for this one as my first target, second target, third target, fourth target. This body as a fifth target, sixth target at this fib level, and then this low and whatever else we may get. So to me, the trade will look something like this. One thing to note is that if this candle gaps down, I'm just gonna skip the trade. So what we generally want to see is an inside bar form up and then get a clean break to the downside. As I mentioned, CPI is on Tuesday. So you may either want to skip these swing setups or just wait until after CPI because that can mess up our trade. If it triggers us tomorrow on Monday, if CPI gaps us up, it can be a loss or it can head lower. I leave the risk up to you. Strike prices. Let's look at some strike prices real quick. Usually I do, like for swing trades, I just do like an ATR. So ATR is about $6 a day. So something along those lines. Let's bring up the option and see some decent ones. For daily swings, I usually go at least 2 weeks out. So we'll do Palantir, and we got August 1st. The trigger, what was the trigger price? About 141. Say 135. Let's do a long put. See the chain. Not too bad, about 340 bucks. What's the data? Data is about $14. That's not too bad. Delta's 31. So as long as we get a dollar movement in our favor every day, it'll offset the data. Let's see. Based on the delta, which is about $31, it'll be about a $91 loss per contract, which is not too bad. It's about what, 20, 30% loss, give or take. Let's say with data added in, about 30, 35% loss, about 100, 115 bucks, give or take. And then if we hit our max target at 915 in our favor, approximately 279 a contract profit at the end. Of course, if we get more, that'll be even better, but just keep that in mind. Let's see, New Era Energy for the other one. Let's check this out. A weekly, I like this on the weekly as a move to the upside. ATR is about $2. Yeah, for a weekly swing, we're gonna at least want this high to be taken out. Again, assuming we open up as an inside bar. They do have earnings coming up on Wednesday. So there might be some IV increase, which can help your position. I don't like swing trading into earnings. So if this does trigger, I'm probably going to get in tomorrow and I'll get out by Tuesday afternoon. I might actually skip this because I don't like swing trading that close into earnings either. So if you are into it, hey, you could definitely take this if the setup is there and if it triggers us in. I would definitely get out by Wednesday because I don't like swinging through earnings. Sure, if it goes in our favor, it's going to be fantastic, but to me, it wouldn't be worth it. So I'll get out of this Tuesday, the latest. Other than that, we have no news tomorrow. Let me bring up my next screen. Where is the news? Yeah, so as I mentioned, we have CPI on Tuesday pre-market. So if you are swinging any options, just keep that in mind. Wednesday, we have PPI. Doesn't move the market that much, but still something to consider. We have retail sales and unemployment claims on Thursday. So that's always going to be a decent mover. And then consumer sentiment on Friday. So pretty much news every day of the week besides Monday this week compared to last week where we didn't really have much. FOMC minutes is things we already know. So not too much happened last week. So I expect this week to be volatile. We also have bank earnings this week. So keep an eye on that and see what the results are. We generally want to see good bank earnings for a good market outlook. Other than that, market-wise, for those who trade IWM or the Russell, definitely looking at this to head lower on this big red candle. So if we do get a nice close somewhere under here, about under 2230 on RTY, or for those who trade options, we can bring that up instead. If we get a nice close under about 219, 220, that'll definitely be optimal to continue heading back down and retest some of these levels over here. So again, CPI may propel that or it may not. Keep that in mind if you're going to be taking any trades or swing trades and such. Getting some buy pressure, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, pretty much all I got. Any tickers as always that you guys want me to add to the watch list, always just message me prior to me doing it and I'll add it to the list. I will see you guys. Enjoy your week.